Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Aquarius, March 30th, 2025. You might rediscover something you overlooked in the past today. You can be especially aware of, and sensitive to, small changes around you, but many of these things can be vague or hard to define for now. It's probably better to remember that there's likely more to the current story. Enjoying unusual or creative elements in your routines can help you feel more fulfilled now, and the same can be true of work or your pursuit of wellness. You're tuning into other levels of conversation and observation, and you're more inclined to focus on the benefits and rewards of your work, efforts, and routines. On this day before a solar eclipse, we are symbolically in the dark, making it wise to hold off on new beginnings and concentrate on endings or letting go of things you no longer need. The day is good for tying up loose ends. Conflict resolution will be in focus in the weeks ahead, but today is better for releasing tension and letting go of grudges. Another shift has begun within the skies above. Venus, our goddess planet of attraction, romance, and beauty, is now bringing her attention to your solar house of employment, likely aiding you in creating a healthy work and life balance. However, she is in the midst of a retrograde that will last until mid-April. On one hand, this will likely cause your employment and workload to lighten up as people take off and projects get delayed. This is actually a joyous blessing, likely aiding you in making more time for matters of the heart. Just don't make any big decisions around love while Venus is retrograde. Expect to feel emotional today. This week has tested your limits. You may have had some radical realizations about your professional arrangements, which could have impacted who and what you work with. It is understandable if you are struggling with your emotions when the moon enters Aries today. You could feel emotional if you leave a professional commitment or decide to take on something new. Regardless of how you handle your arrangements, you should separate your feelings from your actions. Let yourself process while you make the right decision regarding your career path. Wanting to do your best is a wonderful feeling to have, only you might need to learn how to deal with disappointment as well. You tend to put a lot of pressure on yourself to succeed, to do better than average. Your boisterous personality can get you through numerous situations without much effort, but sometimes it's just not about you, and you need to be able to recognize this. Detachment is something many martial arts teach. Consider some such activity. On this day you may find yourself having to cope with strong actions from others that trouble you. You prefer everything to be calm and equal. When others act as though they should be the leaders or in control, it can create frustration and anger. Don't let yourself be pushed around today. Rather than getting upset, speak your mind with tact and consider walking away. You have the choice whether you get caught up in this or not. You have not only reached a stunning day on the job and career fronts, but you are witnessing the start of a major sea change to the professional year itself. Nearly 2 months after leaving, Venus is spending her first full day back in your work sector aligned with Neptune. 3 days before, after 13 years, Neptune, the planet of hopes and dreams, is due to leave. Venus is back to capture the moment, but will also stay on to work with planets that will then start to focus more on turning dreams into reality. One of those planets is Mars in your career sector, with his friendly aspect to the moon in your work sector today, the first step towards linking the two. Before retrograding back out of your relationship sector yesterday, Venus, the planet of love, had spent her final days at a friendly aspect to the asteroid Juno, in retrograde motion in your communication sector. Now, just 2 days away from retrograding back out of your relationships sector as well, Mercury, the planet of communication, is doing the same. Ahead of the moon's return tomorrow as an eclipsing new moon, today is all about giving the past and unsaid words a voice. Aquarius, creativity and individuality will set you apart. Your quote of the day: your uniqueness is your greatest strength, embrace it fully. Your color of the day is electric blue, inspiring innovation and change. Lucky numbers: 4, 12, 29. A fresh idea could lead to something groundbreaking, nurture it. Someone may challenge your perspective, use it as a learning experience. Express yourself without fear, your voice matters. The future is shaped by those who dare to dream differently. Our eyes in the sky. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to be present in this moment. There's no rush, no pressure, just an open space to receive whatever messages are meant for you. Whether you're here for guidance, reassurance, or simply curiosity, trust that the right words will find you at the right time. Let's begin. The first card that comes through is the Magician, and this is such a powerful energy to start with. The Magician reminds you that you have everything you need to create the life you desire. This is a card of manifestation, of recognizing your own power, of understanding that you are not just a passive observer in your life, you are the creator. Have you been feeling called to take action on something? Maybe there's a dream you've been holding on to, an idea that excites you, or a path you've been hesitant to step into. This card is your sign to believe in yourself. You have the skills, the resources, and the intuition to bring your vision to life. The only thing standing in your way is doubt. What if you allowed yourself to step fully into your potential? What if you stopped waiting for the right time and realized that the right time is now? The Magician is her. To remind you that you are capable of more than you give yourself credit for. Next, we have the Two of Pentacles, which speaks to balance, priorities, and the need to find harmony in the chaos of everyday life. Maybe you've been juggling responsibilities, feeling stretched between different commitments, or struggling to find time for yourself. Life has a way of pulling us in different directions, and this card acknowledges that. But it also reminds you that balance is possible. It's okay to take a step back and reassess. Are you giving your time and energy to the things that truly matter? Are you making space for joy, for rest, for the things that make you feel alive? Sometimes, we get so caught up in what we should be doing that we forget to check in with what we actually need. This is your reminder to listen to yourself. If you've been overwhelmed, know that you don't have to do everything at once. Prioritize what brings you peace, and trust that everything else will fall into place. The next card in this reading is the Ace of Cups, bringing a wave of emotional renewal, love, and deep connection. This card is a beautiful sign that your heart is opening, whether to new relationships, to healing, or to a greater sense of self-love. If you've been feeling disconnected or emotionally drained, this is a reminder that love is always available to you, in many different forms. It's in the kindness of a friend, in the quiet moments of self-care, in the beauty of a sunrise that reminds you that every day is a new beginning. The Ace of Cups invites you to embrace this energy. If there's someone in your life who brings you warmth and understanding, lean into that connection. If you've been wanting to express your feelings, whether to another person or to yourself, now is the time. This card is also a sign of creative flow, of emotional expression, of allowing yourself to feel deeply and without fear. Whatever is happening in your heart right now, know that it is valid, and that you are allowed to experience love in all its forms. Moving forward, we have the Seven of Wands, a card of resilience, standing your ground, and trusting in your own strength. This card often appears when you are facing challenges, when you feel like you have to defend yourself or your choices against external pressures. Maybe you've been dealing with doubt, whether from others or from within. Maybe you've had to fight harder than expected for something you believe in. The Seven of Wands is here to tell you that your strength is enough. You don't have to prove yourself to anyone. If you know in your heart that you're on the right path, keep going. People may question you, obstacles may arise, but that doesn't mean you're not meant to succeed. Every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, to stand firmer in who you are. Trust yourself. You are capable, you are worthy, and you have every right to claim the life you want. Finally, we close this reading with the Ten of Cups, a card of emotional fulfillment, harmony, and deep contentment. This is a beautiful sign that peace and joy are within reach. No matter what you've been going through, this card reassures you that happiness is not just something distant or conditional, it is something you can cultivate right now, in this moment. It doesn't have to be grand or perfect. It can be found in small moments: the laughter shared with someone you love, the comfort of a favorite song, the quiet knowing that you are exactly where you need to be. The Ten of Cups reminds you to appreciate the love that already exists in your life, to open yourself to deeper connections, and to trust that no matter what, you are moving toward a place of greater fulfillment. You are on the right path. Trust yourself. Keep moving forward. Open your heart to the love and joy that is already around you. And remember, you are never alone on this journey. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do any of these messages resonate? Are you in a period of new beginnings, seeking balance, or standing your ground in something important? What is one thing that brings you joy right now? Let's connect, share, and support each other as we navigate this journey together.